Please, can we put our hands together as we welcome FX Daddy for his presentation?
So before I move ahead, I want to quickly recognize the amazing people that we have here. So starting from my left, we have the Managing Director of Octa FX in the person of Mr. Emmanuel Okwara. Please put your hands together for him. He was at Traders Fest last year and he spoke powerfully. And we all enjoyed the session. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. Also, we have my bosom friend. I mean, as of yesterday when I was driving home after spending some time with him, I couldn't believe that it was actually the first time that we were meeting in person. It felt like we have been best friends all along. And he's an amazing person doing powerful things that you can't imagine. Trust me, you can't imagine it. So no other person than Mr. David Achom. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, Sir MJ Young doesn't need any introduction anymore, does he? I mean, you guys are already feeling something. Something is happening already. So now you know the reason why I insisted that he would come. Because he won't keep the truth from you. Because a lot of things happen in this industry. A lot of people are not telling us the whole truth. So thank God for him. So please put your hands together for Sir MJ Young. And also a big mentor in the house, all the way from Lagos. He's doing amazing things. He has a very powerful network, more than you can ever imagine. And he decided to be here with us. There was an event or something he said he normally does, I think, second or third Saturdays of every month, but he had to leave that. He has been doing that for the past 12 years, I think. He had to leave that to be here with us today. Such a sacrifice. So please put your hands together for no other person than Sir Mayowa Owolabi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. So we have the value flow trading team over there. Please wave to us, wave to us. So that is value flow trading with my mentor, Sir Ejimi, who is yet to be here, will be with us shortly. So this is his team doing amazing things. And also we have my very good friend here, Mr. Emmanuel. Mr. Emmanuel Order, good to see you. Thank you so much. And I have my amazing friend all the way from Benue State in the person of Mr. Sonny Smith. Please put your hands together for him. And of course, we have our amazing students over there. The Cash Club members, please give me a wave, give me a wave, give me a wave. Give me a wave. Yeah. So good to see every one of us, okay? So if I missed your name, probably because I did not see you. So finally, before we go, I need to introduce the most important person to me. You can guess now. You can guess. Feel free to guess. So I brought with me my, I brought with me my confidant, my best friend, the most amazing, the most beautiful woman. Yeah. I'm holding the mic, so why not? So I brought my beautiful wife here. She's here with me today, and I'm most excited. Please put your hands together for this beautiful damsel over here. Thank you so much for standing with me. You might not understand, especially if you're a single person, you might not understand the importance. Yeah, let it pain some people. Let it pain them. So, as I was saying, if you're a single person here, you might not understand what it means to have somebody who understands your vision and is willing to stand with your vision. So please, put your hands together once again for my beautiful wife here. Thank you so much. So let's dive into what we have for today. I'll be speaking for 30 minutes. I'll be sure that I will stop at exactly 1:25. 1:25, I should be done here. Okay? So if you've noticed, you must have noticed, this event is free of any form of sponsorship. That would mean that anything we tell you here, you can take it to the bank. we will tell you the truth without any interest on the truth. You know, it's possible to tell you the truth, but there's an interest on it. We're not hoping to get any interest in the truth we want to tell you. The only interest is that you profit with it. So what we're teaching you, and if you've been part of the Traders Fest from inception, every speaker that we have ever featured on our platform will tell you the truth. Sir Emmanuel Okwara was with us last year, and how many of you enjoyed the session last year? I mean, it was something else. We withhold nothing from you, because at the end of the day, if you become a successful trader, it's credit to us, okay? And would love to give you everything possible for you to be the best in the Forex industry. Are we together? So Sir MJ started by speaking something about trading psychology. I've said this and I can't stop saying it. 70% of your success as a Forex trader is dependent on your trading psychology. If your trading psychology is bad, there is nothing else you can do to be profitable. If your trading psychology is bad as a Forex trader, there is nothing else you can do to be profitable. You just cannot avoid being a losing trader. Trading psychology is everything. It makes up 70% of your success as a Forex trader. The remaining is risk management, which is 20%, and then your strategy. Strategy is just 10%. You know, traders are very psyched about strategy. Strategy. What is your strategy? What is your strategy? What is your strategy? When I started doing NYC, I already, bought a car. And there was one guy I usually, when they are doing CDS and all, and maybe I come around, drive into the place, he's always, the day he found out that this guy is a Forex trader, every time he will meet me, is, what is your strategy now, boss? Tell me your strategy. Because he thinks that once you just tell him, okay, when the candlestick is blue and the following one is red, sell. He thinks that once you give him that, he's good to go. That's the mindset of the average Forex trader. They just want, give me the handout. Tell me what to do. When I buy, when I sell. Sorry, I forgot to acknowledge the FX Oracle AI team. Where are they? Come on, please. Wave. Good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So, trading psychology is a lot. It contributes a lot to your success as a Forex trader. I can assure you that. Okay? So let's just discuss. I want to talk about the diversification possibilities for entrepreneurs, because this is an entrepreneurs event also with Forex trader, but of course, we have from a buyers to Forex traders. Now, the reason we do that is because this makes up like 80% of what we do as a company. We're into real estate too. But of course, a bulk of what we do has to do with the financial market, okay? So I want to talk about the diversification plans available for you as an entrepreneur, as an employee, as somebody who probably has no knowledge about the Forex market and you're looking for an opportunity in the Forex market, just like once upon a time, I was looking for such. And you'll get to hear my story. I'll tell you a lot about how I started the Forex industry, because one of the questions I get asked a lot is, how did you start? How did you make your first 1 million? How did you make your first 10 million? And that is something through this story that I'll share with you, and also some of the things I'll be teaching you today, it will make a lot of sense to you. Are you ready? All right, so let's go. Are we moving? Okay. It's going back and forth. What's happening? Okay, it's down. All right. So financial market, by way of introduction, is anywhere where financial securities are traded. And most people, when they start trading the Forex market, they have the idea that the Forex market is the same as the financial market, which is not. The financial market is more like the umbrella name for the financial market, anywhere where securities are traded. And inside the Forex market, we have things like the stock market, we have the cryptocurrency, we also have bonds, we have money markets, and stuff like that. Those are all inside the financial market. It's more like an umbrella name. So when you see a forex trader saying, I'm a financial trader, most of the time they don't really know what they are saying. You're actually just a forex trader. Okay? You become a financial trader when you are doing it from the top. Okay? So forex market is just a piece of the pie. Okay? Hence, they are seeing this chart on the screen. So the forex market is just a part of it, okay? So equities market is here too, commodities market, derivative market, they are all financial market, okay? Now let's move ahead. Now I'm teaching like a lecturer today because this is not the day of, we want to teach you from the basics, okay? Now, Forex is one out of the main financial market, I've already mentioned that. Then also you need to be aware that the Forex market is actually the biggest. Out of all the financial markets, the Forex market is the biggest. It's a 7.5 currently, I think. 7.5 trillion market as of April of 2022. That means that $7.5 trillion is exchanging hands between individuals today. As we are, okay, today is weekend, okay? Every Monday, every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 7.5 trillion. Can you imagine that? $7.5 trillion is exchanging hands. Now imagine they're able to get 1% of that every day. You won't need 3 erimos. 1 erimos is equal to you. 1 erimos is equal to you. So it's a very large market. You just can't imagine that volume. Okay? And what that also means is that every day you might be donating 1,000 to that market. Somebody else is taking from the other side. It might also mean that you are losing 500 somewhere, somebody else is making 500. Okay? So it's a very, very large market. Very, very large. So let me just back up a little bit. Let me tell you, okay, this is the average trading volume. And another thing about the Forex market is that it is growing. Now, you see people make statements like, what if the Forex market crash? That is an impossible statement. It's just like saying, what if the world end? The Forex market cannot crash. Okay? When you talk about stock market crashing, it's possible. Okay? But Forex market, because at the end of the day, every country operates with currencies, unless you say the currency is the whole world has failed, which is a practical, like an impossibility, right? So the Forex market keeps growing in volume every single year. This is from, okay, this is not the, I think it's the next slide that has the volume, okay? But this is just the comparison between the London Stock Exchange, Tokyo Stock Exchange, just stock market with the Forex market. See how tall the Forex market is and see how dwarf the stock market is. So the Forex market is much more bigger than the stock market. That's just what it means, okay? So let's move. So sustainability of the Forex market. Now, Forex market is actually one of the most stable financial markets that we have. Most stable, okay? And it's considered actually to, there's no limit to how far it can grow. Now, look at the chart I was trying to show you. Now, this is the chart. Now, this is from 2010. I can't see this very well here. But it's from 2010, 2011. Now, see the way that it keeps growing in volume. When I entered the financial market, the volume then was 6.6. This was around 2016, 2017. The volume then, the average trading volume was $6.6 trillion. But it keeps growing every year. And there's no limit to what this volume can actually be. Although right now, of course, cryptocurrency is trying to do a lot of competition right now. But by statistics, it's almost impossible that the Forex market will ever be dethroned as the biggest financial market. Okay? Now let's back a little bit. Let me tell you a little bit about my story and why I'm interested in diversification plan for Forex traders. Okay? Okay, so that's me. Now, when I was in JSS 3, thereabout, when we were having one of these, what's it called? Career days. And one of those days, there was somebody invited to talk to us. I think I was like maybe just 2 or even just 1. I can't remember. It was quite small. So the guy came that day and he introduced himself as a stockbroker. Can you remember? Yeah, one of my classmates is here. Please shout out to Gospel there. That's my. Yeah, please wave. We can wave. Why not? Okay, so he introduced himself as a stockbroker, and he said some things that my immature mind then couldn't understand everything he said, but I was so fascinated with it. He told us how they make money from calls. They just call clients, okay, do this one, do this one. Everything he said kind of just made a lot of sense to me. I left that meeting that day thinking, I mean, it wouldn't be bad to really be a stockbroker. I didn't know what it meant really, but I just thought it made sense. You understand? But somehow, that kind of planted a seed of interest when it comes to Forex inside of my mind. And I didn't hear again about the Forex again. I didn't hear anything much about it again up until the next part of my story, which is this part. All right, so that's me again. I got admission into medical school as a physical therapist, and somewhere along the line, when I was in 200 level, I began to be concerned about what will happen to me after campus. Because I was doing a medical course and it was 5 years. And after 5 years, you do internship, 6 years, then service 7 years. So I was asking myself, what will really happen to me? Because as at then, I didn't have any plans of traveling outside. I still don't. And I was kind of concerned. What's the next step for me if I finish? Because the kind of money I wanted to make, my lecturers were not making it. So I was a bit concerned. And I asked questions. I began to ask questions like, what is the average salary of a physical therapist starting life in Nigeria? And I was told that certain salary, if you're lucky to get a federal medical job, you are going to get paid like 120, 130, 150, something within that range. And I calculated it. So that means in a year, if let's say I'm getting 120, in a year, that is 2.4 million. Now I now did the mathematics because I really wanted to marry very early. How much, how many years will I save from this money? And I'm not a very good saver. So I was truthful to myself that the problem will not be this salary. The problem will be my spending habit. I knew that if I was discreet enough, maybe I will be able to save, let's say, 50%, if I'm good, 50% of the money. So that means in a whole year, 1.2 million. When will I have enough to buy a car? When will I have enough to get married? When will I have enough to build a house? And it became a real concern to me. When I did the calculation, I found out that going by a salary of 120,000, it might take me 10 years of consistent saving to really fulfill a quarter of my dreams. So that was when I made up my mind that it's like this thing will not work the way they are teaching me. Now I began to look for alternative plans. Okay? Now, what's up? Is our button still working? What's happening? Where is the system? Okay. So during our final year, I think I need to move to the next slide. That was one of my patients. Was very cool guy. So this was when I was doing internship. During my internship, I had begun to diversify into a lot of things. I had begun to learn. In fact, you can't imagine the things I can do. I'm a graphic designer. I'm an animator. I'm a video editor. I'm a web designer. I'm a developer. I'm also a physical therapist by training. I'm a speaker. I'm a writer. You can't imagine. I do a lot of things. So I was trying to engage all these skills to make money. And some things had already begun to make sense then. I was doing my internship when I came in contact with this guy. He uses a robot to trade. He uses a robot to trade. And as at then, I'd already lost a lot of money trading. This was after school now. This was during my internship. I had done 5 years in school. I was out. I started trading like 300 level. So he uses a robot to trade, and he gave me an investor's password to an account. And I had already started watching that account. My friend is here. Where is Emmanuel? Okay, you know the story. So please shout out to Emmanuel. Emmanuel is my friend. This is Please put your hands together for my friend. When you hear have a trading partner, this is my trading partner there. And forget that he's seated very quietly there. He's quite loaded. So thank you. He came here to surprise me all the way from Lagos. Please put your hands together for Emmanuel again. Thank you so much. So he gave us an investor's password to an account, and I watched this account. He funded the account with $10,000 right in front of us. In 9 months, this account grew from $10,000. First of all, he moved from $10,000, he moved to $100,000. $100,000 moved it to $200,000. $200,000 moved it to $500,000. Then he would read $200,000, showed us the screenshot. Now, this is an account, we have the investor's password. It's not that, it's not screenshot. Then he started trading account from 300 again to 700,000. 700,000 to $1 million. Now, this was my 3 months into internship watching that account. That was the day I told myself. They said, if nobody advised you, advise yourself. I said, if this is possible, damn the consequences. I go do them. Go. I saw the possibilities, and I was wowed. Now, we thought it was that easy. That's the part. What we did not know was that this guy was beyond just using algo trading. He was an experienced trader himself. So some things the algo would do, he knows how to circumvent it. We did not know. We blew accounts. we overblew accounts. When we now began to understand that this guy was doing some things behind the scene, he was not telling us. He was late. I saved money from that 3 months internship to the final time, 1 full year of internship. I saved money, $1.2 million. It was about $1,200 or $1,100 then. $1.2 million now is like $600 or maybe $800, thereabout. It's a pity. So, saved all the money, put it inside this guy's algo. 3 weeks, the money was gone. But I just couldn't get myself away from the fact that he really did it. It's not like of course, he was the one that developed it, so he knows better. He knows what to do. He knows what to do best. And this was possible. He actually made this money. I made steps, found my way, met him in person. When I met this guy in person, who speaks the worst English you know? This guy's English was as unpolished could be. It wasn't Queen's English. It was just a thick Anambra man that made this money, $10,000 to $1 million. I said, no, you are not better than me. If his book, I read book more than you. I read book more than you. There's no reason reasonable. If you can make this money, me too, I can make it legitimately. That was when I became more serious and more intentional about my Forex journey. I had learned a lot of strategies. I used to be the person that used to jump from YouTube to YouTube. This person will teach. I'll try it 1 week. It doesn't work. I'll go again. I've watched every single YouTuber you know teaching Forex. I've watched their video. At least minimum 10 each one. I watched, tried. I now advised myself, this thing, as he called it, strategy prostitution. So this thing I'm doing is not helping me. I remember that there was one guy that taught me Forex early enough. That was one of the first persons, he's a YouTuber too, that taught it the way resonated the best with me. But I left it and abandoned it because I was patching from here to. I said, no, let me go and focus on what this guy is teaching and let me practice it for myself. And That was when things started making sense. It didn't take long. Now, I know probably you would say, because what I want to say now is that when I stuck with that guy's strategy and decided to practice it, within 6 months, I bought my first car. I bought my first land. In fact, I changed car in that same 6 months. Now, you will say that it took me 6 months to become successful, but no. It took me 3 full years. But at that 3rd year was when I found what actually works. So you might say that the results, nobody today you just blow. No, not so. It took 3 years. Now, of course, that doesn't mean it will take you 3 years. We have people in the academy, maybe sometime within this our engagement here, I'll bring some students to come and actually share their testimony with you. Some of them came not knowing absolutely nothing about Forex. And it took them way shorter than it took me. That's the power of mentorship, as he talked about. You understand? But that's not my focus for this particular session. Okay? So that was with breaking points. This was me doing my internship. As at when I was doing service, when I was doing youth service, I was earning more than my HOD, who was a director in the hospital. He had been there over 20 years. And this was me, youth service. I was earning more money than him. Of course, it's not, you won't, he's a father. I see him as a father, anywhere, anytime. And he understood that. And he gave me, when others were looking for, okay, did they pay? This hospital, they go pay? I was looking for where they will allow me not to come to work. My mates were asking, how much are they paying you for youth service? Did they pay? Did they pay people last year? I was like, take the pay. Just allow me not to come to work. And as a father, he understood. He said, no, I know this thing you are doing is giving you money, my brother. Focus on it. So I have, what I'm sharing with you is my own personal experience so that you understand that being anywhere you find yourself, there's a plan for you in the Forex market. Whether you're an employee, whether you are already starting or you already have a business you're running, whether you're a CEO of a company, whether you're an entrepreneur, there is a diversification plan available for you in the Forex market, if only you know how to maximize it. And that is some of the things. By the time I come up begin the next session, I'll give you practical guide to that. And I'll be sharing with you because a lot of people don't actually believe that people are actually making money in the Forex market. Even Forex traders don't believe that they can make it. I was discussing with David yesterday when we are coming to the venue to check a few things. He said that you hear Forex traders say things like, let me make money in Forex and then start doing other things. That means that even you don't believe that this can be your main business. And that's the reality because 95% of the Forex traders you will meet in your lifetime are broke Forex traders and they are losing Forex traders. And what will a broke and a losing Forex trader tell you when you want to trade Forex? That it is not, what? That is not possible. That is not easy. In fact, my friend, my in-law here, I forgot to, please put your hands together for my brother-in-law here. So he was telling me that when he posted the flyer of our event, that somebody reached out to him and told him that, you know I love you. You know you are my friend. Please, this thing is a scam. Forget it. Very sincere advice, but sincerely wrong. People are actually making it, and they are making it big in the Forex market. And I will show you the charts, show you proof live here today. Okay? All right, so let's move to the next slide. Let's go back to the story, okay? Is our stuff still working? Okay, now this is a statement I don't want you to forget ever in your life. Ever. No billionaire ever made it to the Forbes list by saving their salary. Please repeat it after me. No billionaire. I said no billionaire ever made it to Forbes list by saving their salary. There is no single person on the Forbes list today of billionaires that ever got there by just saving. They all did some form of investment. Unless you are a business owner, you are a CEO of a tech company or something. None got there. And the casting question was like, okay, how much did you make? How did you make your money? Say, I saved. I saved money. None. Not one. And there will never be any. So the best thing you can do yourself is to find out how. Don't say it doesn't work. Don't assume it doesn't work. It works. But you need to find out how it actually works in reality, not hype. Okay? All right, let's move now. We're moving with the speed of light. I need to run through 5 things. What makes Forex a viable diversification plan for you, okay? So that you start considering it in whatever you're doing as you want to diversify, okay? So even if you're a salary earner, if you have an employee, even an employer of labor, whatever it is, this would actually, these are some reasons that you might consider. Number 1, you have the chance of earning in foreign currencies. Now, this is an amazing thing. When the whole dollar thing was going up, I sincerely was concerned for others. My net worth doubled by doing nothing when the dollar whole issue started. By doing nothing. Because most of my money was in dollars. And I was earning in dollars. So while I was sincerely, I think I was the most pained because I'm a very emotional somebody, okay? In fact, one of the reasons I didn't practice was because I was too emotional. Because sometimes I'll be managing a patient and I'll start crying with the patient. In fact, there was a man that had stroke. I was managing him, we were doing sort of exercises and all. And I just couldn't hold it. I started crying. The man started consoling me. Imagine you consoling your doctor. Please don't cry for me. So I was sincerely concerned about what people were going through. People were really saying shit, man. People were suffering. But I was doing well, but it wasn't my fault. But why not? So you earn in foreign currency, that's an advantage. Number 2, the flexibility of learning and earning. The amazing fact that you can trade the Forex market anywhere in the world. Please, put your hands together for the one and only Sir Ejimi Olufukeji Adegbe. Good to see you, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. All right. So another thing that makes it a very valuable opportunity for you is the flexibility involved. The fact that anytime, anywhere, anyhow, you can trade Forex. There are some days I wake up in the morning, I've not brushed. My wife is here, she can share a lot with you. I've not brushed and I'll be on my bed and just do $1,000, $2,000 while on my bed. When others will just be rushing to work. Now, there's nothing bad about it. Once upon a time, I used to be the one rushing to work. I have an office today in Abuja here, sometimes just once in the whole week. Most of the time, I prefer trading from home. So the flexibility of time is something that makes a lot of sense if you want to diversify in the Forex market. That's why you see a lot of Forex traders, they travel a lot because there's nothing tying you down. You don't have to take any excuse from anybody before you travel. Some people now, before you travel, you have to write like 3 letters. 1 to your HOD, 1 to management, 1 to board of directors. So this is an amazing thing that actually attracted me a lot to the Forex market, the flexibility. Now, number 3 is low capital cost. The amazing fact that you can start the Forex market with almost peanuts. Now, you can make profits with small capital, but you can only scale with big capital. When you become how you know that you have become a good Forex trader is when your only problem becomes capital. Let me say it again. When you know that you have become a good trader, when your problem now is just capital. But unfortunately, Forex traders, good Forex traders or so-called good Forex traders starts from when you buy a car. Then you have become a good trader. That's the sad reality of the perception of Forex traders in Nigeria. Once you can buy a car, the guy is good. In fact, as you're driving it, they are looking at the car. Which car did he come? They now size it. And maybe he's trading 10K accounts, 12K accounts, something like that. Then if you're driving with Benz, they will now, okay, maybe this one is 40K, 100K accounts if they manage. It's very sad. In fact, I was most humbled sometime last week. I went in a meeting, a very quick meeting with a few people I won't mention, and one young guy just came in, and we were just talking, and guy started talking about some volumes. I couldn't believe that this was the guy that was saying this thing, and I thought it was a joke. I asked which one. The guy really has this money we're talking about. As simple can be. I was most humbled. You know, with Forex trader, by the time you start touching small money, you feel like, who you be? You'll be humbled, man. You'll be humbled, I tell you. So, low capital cost, you can start with as little as possible and grow that, okay? Now, number 4 is the low maintenance cost, okay? When you're starting a business, let's say you want to start selling a supermarket or something, you need a lot of manpower. You need people to, man secretary work, you need people. But as a Forex trader, you just need you. You can be the only staff in your company comfortably managing $20 billion, one person. That's an amazing feature of the Forex market that a lot of other industries don't have. To do $1 billion or $20 billion in turnover, doing just any other business, I mean, you have staff. Your HRO team might be like 10 people. You understand? But in the Forex market, you can just be doing that softly with boxers and singlet. Soft. So, number 5 is the ease of scaling. Ease of scaling the Forex market, in fact, is on another level. All you just need is more money, simple. You don't need to buy any merchandise. You don't need to change generator. You don't need to buy more fuel. Okay? If somebody wants to invest in your trading, just to give you the money, simple. Or fund the account and you trade it the way we do. So it's so amazing that you can't just imagine the sweetness of it, especially if you're not a Forex trader. You can't imagine the sweetness of it. I would have shared some few things here, but that would be a bit unnecessary. Okay? So let's move. Now, number 6, my time is up. Multiple passive streams of income. Now, this is one of the most beautiful. I teach my students that there are over 10 ways you can make passive money. In the fact, I've done a YouTube video on that. You should go watch it. How many of you are following us on YouTube? Please, if you've not, type on YouTube now, Tradeway Forex Education, then click subscribe. Let me spell subscribe for you. S-U-B. In case you are not understanding it. Okay? So please, Tradeway Forex Education, make sure you're subscribed. So there are multiple ways to make money in the Forex market. Passive income. You can just be on your bed and make very cool money, passively. And I'll teach you 3. By the time I come here again for the next presentation, just to tell you a little about the company, I'll share with you 3 ways that you can actually make passive income in the Forex market. Does that make sense? Now, so before I go, this is just a quick, my presentation is done. The next slide is the thank you page. Now, I want you to sincerely, like Sir MJ said, what we are going to be teaching you today, let me repeat it again. There is no back-end interest. You can trust me on that. Because we sincerely want to teach you what it takes to be a Forex trader. Okay? We sincerely want to teach you what it takes to become profitable, or diverse ways that you can be profitable as a Forex trader. So everything we tell you here will be sincere, and it will be absolutely the truth. We spent a lot of money to put this up. Okay? And trust me when I say it cost quite a lot. It cost quite a lot to put this meeting up. Okay? Although, the facility is a bit messing us up, but then it's all good. Okay? But however, please give us your best of attention today and make sure that the things we teach you, you put it into practice. And I promise you, your journey in the Forex market will take a new shape from today. Okay? All right. So, thank you for listening.